Stop recording my team song. Stop recording the team song, man. This is not your signature tune. Stop recording the team song. Good morning, folks. Try to wear a smile this morning, even if it's difficult. This is the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. Today is the last day in the month of October. Goodbye to October. The last day in the year 2024, October 31. Saucer is not built on luck. Oh my God. Don't build saucers on luck. Saucer is not built on luck. It builds on hard work and determination. Keep pushing. Even on Thursdays, keep pushing for success. Before then, what for you will see your face? Oh, yes, I hope people will tell us what for you will see your face. But I can tell you, heaven saw violence. Violence started in heaven. That's where violence took it by force. Good morning, folks. Today is Thursday, the 31st of October 2024. This is Liberia's biggest breakfast show. Coming across the 15 counties in the land and breadth of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty. The love of liberty brought us together. Let justice be done to all. From room to room this morning, from kitchen to kitchen, from house to house, streets to streets, we just everywhere. When you put up your volume of the radio, you just turn it on to 96.1. It's Truth FM. Coming live away this morning, we'd like to say good morning to all the silent listeners. But before greeting the silent listener, we'd like to say good morning to the president of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yevan Boyka, who wakes up in the morning, 5.8 million population. Probably on your head. It's not a small thing to be president. I remember Barack Obama. America's election is just next week. Yes, next week. But early voting have not started. But Obama went into the White House with a dark hair. Coming out of the White House, 8 years later, his hair was all gray. So when you wake up and everybody responsibility, everybody problem, just like you the father of the home, it's not something easy. Yes, you born 12, 15 children. Yeah, difficulty than great-grandfather used to whistle with the kids. You know, multiple of kids, and you want to satisfy every one of them. It's not something easy. Good morning, folks. Good morning, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yevan Boyka. I would like to say a pleasant good morning to you. Yes, welcome with wisdom, knowledge. That's why King Solomon asked God, yes, give me wisdom. Give me wisdom. I need wisdom to serve my people. Yeah, so wake up this morning and all of the members of the 55th. Yes, our lawmakers over the last day or so, news have popped up in the news for the wrong reason, some for the right reason. Like we're just listening. Good morning, folks. My name is O'Neill Roberts. This is O'Neill, and of course, Maka Davis to get it up to 10 o'clock. Serve you breakfast. Today is the birthday of um, Mother Rita Mako. Like to say good morning to you. Happy birthday, Rita Mako. Celebrate well this morning. Good morning, Maka. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning to all of our followers this morning. We are grateful to be here to see the last day in the month of October 2024. Uh, Let me say we are proud of what we have done for the past 30, 31 days.
Mhm.
If I want to take it back, I can take it as far back as how many years we've been providing service to the Liberian people, but just in reference to the month of October, I think we are proud of what we've done. Um, we haven't fallen in trouble with anybody. We have not caused any problem for the state.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yes, no problem for the
yeah,
state.
we haven't caused any problem for the state. So I think I'm proud of our service to the country.
Yeah.
Thank you for the time, and it's great that we are together in this. And we want to assure the Liberian people that everything we do behind these microphones are meant for the good of the country. I know the dynamism of the media now, especially with the coming of the new media. There are different ways now people are doing broadcast, but the professional, traditional way of broadcast is what we've been doing over the period of time. We've not indulged into blackmailing. We've not indulged into unnecessary speculations that would just cause public stir. We've not been involved with unnecessary sentimental reporting and all of that. So, I mean, I'm proud of our efforts.
Yes, great. Proud of our efforts. And this goes down from to our news and our programs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something easy. We sit here every morning. Some of you watch us and thinking about, I mean, things pop up. The traditional media now has their own flavor, right? Nowadays, it's not easy to just come up and say, yes, I'm a journalist. Everybody want to do journalism now. People just woke up in the morning, no formal training. The next thing, just put the gadgets aside and they start to do their own podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And people follow it. Yes, but thanks for holding there with us, man. It's not something easy, but today's the last day. Goodbye to October. October, thank you. You have been so faithful. The rain fell heavily yesterday, telling us, yes, we're going to say goodbye. And want to sympathize with the people of Spain in Valencia. There was this bad, I don't want to say earthquake, this heavy wind that took away close to 51 lives. So the match with Madrid and Valencia probably may be postponed. Everywhere in the world have problems. So you wake up in the morning, don't think about the worst thing about your country. Our international partners who run to and beg for money, they all have problems. You can disagree to agree, but to not to that extent to throw the country into the worst scenario. Because what happens tomorrow when you take on leadership, you try to go back and make up some goods. Yes, good morning, folks. It's great to be back. 4 minutes up to 8 o'clock. What do we have this morning on the breakfast show today's Thursday? Sometimes a Thursday become a holiday. It's a regular Thursday. It's not a difficulty than Thursday. Well, with Lamco, they used to take the big bottle of beer, wash it with his, I don't know when the difficulty first car was in 1991. They proved me wrong. Any idea what
I'm not sure whether they will own car until Taylor became president.
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Different debate again.
Yeah, they will never own car until Taylor became
Let's
president.
give him 5 minutes this morning. So you use 1 minute to answer that.
Yes.
The first car I ever owned was when Taylor became president.
Yes, when Taylor was president.
So it made Ben teacher.
And I was mayor teacher. He didn't have money to buy a car.
Then what do you with your first car in your whole life?
They were just hoping if they fool in my class now, just say, get out of my class. Get out of my class.
But you know,
they can't do anything now.
No, you can't do nothing. But you know, they have some stubborn students there, right?
Yeah.
Akara's great, Christopher Sally there. These were their students there.
But they will support you.
Yeah, it's support. They want to do your first car. You answer that question.
Chris was in David class?
Yeah. SDA.
Chris who doesn't easily smile?
Yeah. Then you call me now. Don't call. Wait. You tell us where you put your first car. Wasn't the chance to become president?
About making allegation at the
Eh?
new party.
You sure?
Yeah.
Coming up with second test
But
of
you
that.
saw teacher buying car. Okay, all the other teachers in time where that car.
Teacher name so what do and it's still working.
Yeah, may so rest in peace. One
Uh-huh.
old man they used to call Joel,
Mm-hmm.
Joel like
Mm-hmm.
Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
He used to have one strong shoes.
Hmm.
Yeah, every year he used to use that shoe.
You post on tip hotel on the top
Yeah,
tip hotel. So the
yeah, extra balance.
extra.
Yeah.
What? Yes, let's see what we have this morning. Different hold on. Stop calling me. Yeah, Maka phone. Maka said it, not me. Oh.
We
I
go
hope you
and
going
so,
different photo.
but I hear that you
Yeah,
want
yeah, that
put
is.
different date
I
there.
put different photos. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
but that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Again, this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited, the Pan African Bank. Coming up shortly, we will join David Koti, our 71, 72-year-old friend, to bring us health tips this morning. We'll give you 5 minutes, but
Why you don't give me, man?
he will use one of the minutes to respond to when he ever owned his first car.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that will be followed by the review of the local dailies. Let me say a very big thank you to Orita Bonose
Mm-hmm.
for always packaging the entire, local dailies and just chunking it straight to us.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Orita. And a matter of fact, Orita is my twins who were born the same day on September 10th.
Okay.
Yes, I think even the same year.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Orita, for that. So we'll bring you the local dailies right here, following the health tips, following the Truth FM show warning to Commerce Ministry, giving them 48 hours ultimatum to release reports on the huge consignment of contaminated rice at Fuani Brothers and K&K Enterprise. The ministry has responded with a release. So we will go through that release and compare their statement with what we have.
Mm-hmm.
This morning we'll do that on the TBS. The House's committee chair on telecommunications, Representative Ava Kokolo Jones, is yet to release reports on recent assessment, investigation, and meetings with satellite television owners in the country, including DSTV, Satcom, NASA, and all of that. A huge public concern. They've been raising this concern about why is it that when you go to DSTV, we don't see local content.
Mm-hmm.
We have some of the best results in West Africa or in the Mano River Union Basin. We have the Patawi waterfall, we have the Nima Resort, and all these beautiful tourist sites across the country.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't see, these satellite television showcasing the beauty of Liberia to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been raising this issue and we brought it up. The committee said they were sexy and doing investigation, doing meetings and all of that, but the public is yet to hear from the Ava. So we will continue to ask him.
Yes.
Now, with the continuing going down by some other internet network on money services, hack advantage and get away with people bank savings account and all of that. And this thing, some group of people were talking about it yesterday as well. I think it's of importance. We bring it up to members of the public also and to authorities who are responsible to safeguard the cyberspace. Yeah, negotiations with the Liberia Council of Churches and with the two blocks of the House of Representatives ended in deadlock, as according to reports. So we'll talk about it. So this will bring us to the saga. Today promises to be another dramatic day at the Capitol because the majority bloc is adamant that they will continue to hold a section. They are not going to honor the gavel of the speaker. So we'll talk about it as part of our studio chat this morning on the TBS at 8:40 to 9 o'clock. We open the lines for your interaction on the show this morning on the segment Talk to Your Leaders. At 9:05, sports, entertainment, and commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. On the last segment of the show at 9:15 to 10 o'clock, talking former senatorial candidate and renowned advocate, or if you like, activist, Vendala Patrick will be with us as our guest on the last segment of the show this morning, talking about the saga at the House of Representatives. So this morning we will have very heated interaction on this interview. Yes, because you can trust me for that one.
But they're Patrick.
Yeah, we'll have heated conversation this morning on the last. You can't afford to miss the last segment. Yes, because we know that Vandana Patrick has been one person who have been discussing the legality of this issue, and all other legal processes that's supposed to accompany this, quote unquote, attempt to remove the speaker. So he's coming this morning again with the argument. But we can assure you that we'll have a very good conversation for the 5 minutes this morning on the last segment of the show. In the midst of all, country first.
Country first.
No matter what's happening at the level of the House of Representatives, at the level of the executive, the judiciary, we must all put the interest of the country above all other interests.
The Ministry of Commerce, country first. The National Disaster Management, country first. Yes, let's have there is going to come up right now with his health tip. David Ernest Coty Abbas is coming up right now with the health tip.
And he must be very fair.
Yes. When did you own your first car? Was it after Charles Tiller or before Charles Tiller?
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, O'Neill Abbas, and good morning to you, Ambassador Davis. Well, let me put it this way. If you see me minding cars, the way I mind them is because I got help in this town. I got help in there. Some people stole my wallet or were jumping in buses to go to teach all this kind of thing happened. So I got my first car in 1999 when Chile became president.
So the answer is correct. Wow. That's why you loved it so much, man.
Oh, yeah, I love the guy. He's my big brother from the past side. I love the guy. Now, 1999, February 11th, I got my first car. In fact, all of us, members of the legislature, got those blue Jeeps. They are social troopers. On the 11th of February 1999, from the executive mansion grounds. So that's true. This is why I don't play with cars. The current car is 13 years plus months. And that Jeep, I kept it for 12 years and 6 months before turning it over to my brother.
Your colleagues are using 45,000 car for 3 years, but you're using one car for 13 years.
13 years.
But those are people who went to the house as lights. They said, "Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it with it now."
Do your health tip.
Don't let me talk this money over.
Main things with Charles Tiller, man. Your first car in your whole life.
Not in my whole life, yes.
Says being teacher.
And you were how many years old? No, you see that I want to grade you. Let me hear now. I'm going to 40 and I didn't get motorbike. So I want to grade you now. Take glory now. Take glory.
Just check from 1953 May 22 up to 1999. You do that one calculation there.
Okay.
May 22 or May 22nd, 1953 up
Did
to
your calculator on you?
That scientific calculator we should use or the regular one?
Well, you can use perfect you.
I bet do a health tip, man. Abbas,
I wait though. About up here, it's our topic today. When there's some old saying that you are what you eat. If you eat more and drivers will rain on every day, you will get a different result. If you eat curry with dry coconut every day, you get a different result. But if you eat fruits and vegetables every day, you have a different result. Now, eating fruits and vegetables every day will keep you healthy, live long, and look good. Oh yeah, you look good. Because they are nutritional and medicinal. In other words, they got nutrients and they got medicine in them. I did not say eat them occasionally. That's not what I told you. Not okay. Man, when you're ready, you say, "Oh, let me eat one butter pear today. Let me eat one apple today." No, they must form part of your daily diet if you want the benefits. Yes, every day. When you eat avocado or butter pear every day, these things will happen to you. One, you will get fresh breath. It is like a natural mouthwash. Oh, yes, try it every day, eat it every day. I feel so sad when I pass by supermarkets and market areas. I see butter pears getting rotten. Hey, man, if you don't know the importance, start now. Start eating it now. You will get to know the butter pears are good. Number two, it kills bacteria and can protect you against mouth cancer, breast cancer, and prostate cancer. We talked about prostate cancer before. You know how dangerous it is for men. Excuse me, I don't know what's happening. Number three, it gives you a healthy heart. It's good for your heart. Eat butter pears every day. Number four, it lowers bad cholesterol and boosts a good one. There are two types of cholesterol, bad and good. We talked about it before, and I will repeat it another time. Now, Number three, it helps make your blood flow freely. Oh yes. Um, Number five, it gives you glowing skin. It can help your skin to look good. You shine. Eating it every day, you will see the difference. Your face will look good. Your skin will look good. And number six, it gives you sharp eyes and protects your eyes from harmful lights. Number seven, it helps your kidney and your liver to function better. It can help you lose weight. Now, the question is, how much should we eat a day? It is recommended by nutritionists that you eat only half or one a whole day. Do not mind the distinctive taste. Oh yeah, that sweet taste. And just keep swapping and swapping. No. When you do that, you will have a serious problem with calories and fat. Please, go according to what the doctors are saying. The medical scientists are saying eat only half a day or one a day. If you have one, split it. Eat one in the morning, eat half in the morning, eat half in the evening. Or you can just eat one time in the morning or in the afternoon. But just one a day, not more than that. Now, remember this. Do not eat food anytime because it is available, because you have it or you got money to buy it. Oh yes, don't do that. You will have digestion problem, and that can lead to bloating, constipation, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. It takes 6 to 8 hours for food to digest. So it is not an easy task. It's a process. 6 to 8 hours, and especially heavy food like beans, cassava leaf, and some of those heavy things. It takes about 3 to 4 hours for light foods like salad and things to digest. So you see, it's a process. Digestion begins in the mouth. Then it goes to the stomach. And I told you before, your stomach is like your fist. It's a small place. This is why you should not overeat. Don't eat food to fill your stomach to capacity. It is not good. Now, when the food is digested in the mouth, it goes down to the stomach for further digestion. Then it goes down to the intestine for further digestion again. So you see, it is not a good thing that after you eat your breakfast and your lunch, by the time you get outside, you see pepper color, you're giving 5 again, you won't eat again. When you move a little bit, you see cayenne pepper, picking what you got there, that cayenne, give me food. Don't just keep eating any hour, any time because you got food to eat. It will give you problems.
Okay.
Stop. Thank you very much, Baba.
Thank you very much. Please hang up. I don't know why you don't know how to hang up.
They don't want to do something on live. You want to live and say you start the camera over the live already on. You say already just start. Remember you upload for your coming on social media. Yes, there is a regular feature of our health tape, so it's confirmed that he got his first vehicle until he became president. Yes, stereo quality. Let's raise away out here. Yeah, let's have the review of the local. But before the paper was there, this kid, this should be turned on the internet. Not only people will pay for a project, right? This, I don't know which school is this. Maybe David Coty will tell us. This high school here, the student pay for that project to go and see crocodile.
Yeah, you know that field trip.
Yeah, the field trip.
The school is telling you that we'll carry you to the point you'll see the live crocodile. Hey, they're going to go to Chris Farm, they're going to see the crocodile. Yeah, there are crocs there.
But
they play the carry the crocodile sleeping.
The crocodile sleeping. Because field trip money can be plenty. Now I'm making it begin first.
It's angry.
And so teacher can demand on field trip money.
Let me hear that.
Yeah, let's play. Who can't see crocodile, finish paying the crocodile sleeping. Making fun.
So he's sleeping.
Ou fin pe a mwen ka fite kan de crocodile sleeping. Ou bien so pe a mwen de crocodile sleeping. Ile video wa money back. All I have money back. Crocodile sleeping. I don't pay money be sleeping. Ou fin pe a mwen ka fite kan de crocodile sleeping. Ou bien so pe a mwen de crocodile. Ile video wa money back. All I have money back. Crocodile sleeping. I don't pay money be sleeping.
That's my best line.
If they
my best line is supposed to pay money to be sleeping.
What? No, the future money can actually be very heavy. Yeah. So on there. They're picking up a little man.
And because they told them they were going to go see a live crocodile, that's why they decided to, they were anxious, they were happy.
Yeah.
They wanted to go see living.
Have you seen crocodile before? The prophet, have you seen a crocodile before? The crocodile have a beautiful eyes.
Yes.
You know, when
see
he sees it
the
moving.
skin, you know, the legs and
Yeah.
this. You tell the beginning of the team,
Yeah.
then they pay that money.
Yeah. It's a,
Then
it's a,
reach
it's a,
time
it's
for
a,
them
it's a, it's a,
see
it's a reptile.
to see the living crocodile now. Then you'll say, oh, we are sorry. You guys cannot see the croc because the crocodile is sleeping.
The
Oh,
prof say, trust me, you'll see a crocodile in your lifetime.
in your
First of
lifetime.
its kind.
Yes.
Students say, say yeah. The beginner go there and this leave me.
If you see the video, they begin walking, sweating in the forest. But if you listen to the man say walking in the sun,
Yeah.
then he tells us the crocodile is sleeping.
Sleeping.
No, it can't happen. We're going back to the office for our future money.
Tomorrow, Father, which school is that? Yeah, man. This is the Breakfast Show. Today is Thursday, the last day in the month of October. Happy birthday, Rita Mako. Let's bring you the review of the papers. What's making news from the print media this morning? Yeah, so we can confirm your age for the sales. Derek Coty got his first car. Bama Rapido got him. Bama, thank you. Yeah, you calculating.
Yeah, for the sales.
Yes, Derek got his first car in his whole life.
But I'm going to, they will not happen to me in Jesus' name. I am for the sales. I reject the spirit of David in Jesus' name. For the sales?
Yeah.
No, man.
Yes. Yes. Let's have the review of the paper. What's making news from the print media? This is the Breakfast Show. Our first stop is the Inquirer newspaper. Yes, Ben. The Inquirer have been on stand for almost 25 years now. Yes. The Inquirer newspaper, the front page is volume 33, number 203, Thursday, October 31, on the newsstand for just $40 Liberian dollars. Adhere to the rule of law. Put Liberia first. What Fandela say? Fandela, you coming on? Yeah. Yes, Port Liberia first is a major story. Yeah. Meanwhile, we have Fandela Patrick at 9:15.
Mhm.
I think yeah, we know already. So you
Yes.
call me. Yeah, Fandela coming at 9:15 in the morning. Period.
Mhm.
Someone senatorial candidate Fandela Patrick appears at 9:15.
Yes.
Yeah, that's confirmed. So you backing off. Interview taken by force. So what will say for the cover black or for the majority black?
The platform is open here, but from any black,
you will come on black, A or black, B, Z are black. Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have the argument.
Yeah, the argument. Yes. Adhere to the rule of law. Put Liberia first. Churches negotiate with representatives. A major story on the front page of from the Inquirer newspaper. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Conflict of interest. What is this? LTA's boss is Sacom board chairperson. Conflict of interest. Is yeah. Yeah. The Adulai. Conflict of interest. LTA bosses Sacom Bowles chairperson. Well, it's on the front page of the Inquirer. You can grab a copy of the Inquirer and read the story. Yeah. Baka unveils PMC. So look like bro, now mate. You don't know it all. Yes. In the picture, we didn't see what Jimmy have for the board chairperson of the LTA and the chairperson of Sacom is a nice one. Like addressing the telecommunication industry. So Abdullah Kamara, acting chairperson of the LTA and board chair of SACOM, sits on the front page of the Inquirer newspaper. Grapple Cape. I'm seeing the first leader of the Republic of Liberia, Katuba Boyka, has been captured. Maximize the impact of this program. First leader tells colleagues, all right? Katuma Boyka is captured. Yeah, let's go to the back page and see what's on the back page. The back page of from the Inquirer upgrade J.J. Dawson Hospital. Maryland Health Officer advocates is on the back page here, still on the back page. CDC threatens partisan lawmakers. Janga cool. Janga is too soft to be a party chairman, man. Yeah, man. Janga not look like the Moba Molu, but he's a very good counselor. Janga threatens partisans, CDC partisans. Bob, grab a copy of the Inquirer and read the rest of the story this morning.
Let's go for the Heritage newspaper, the front page of the Heritage, the headline story. To boost government accountability in Liberia, President Boakai launches new system. Well, the president is photographed on the front page here of the Heritage newspaper. Still on the front page, the sub-lead story as all eyes are on Capitol Hill, Will Deputy Speaker Fala nail the coffin today?
Hmm.
Is a question mark. Will Deputy Speaker Fala nail the coffin today? Is a question mark. On the front page of the Heritage newspaper, let's go to the back page. Liberian delegation holds meeting with MCC, that's the Millennium Challenge Corporation, the U.S. Senate and Treasury departments, where I'm seeing the head of the government delegation, Finance Minister Augustine Gapwa, in photograph with executives of these various institutions right here. Still on the back page, and Phil, WHO hold forum on detection of foodborne diseases.
Hmm.
Finally, on the back page, this is post Newcastle earn revenge over Chelsea after poor defending. That's it for the heritage.
Yes, let's move on to the independent. Well, when they say why I say inquiry is 33 years. Anyway,
Okay.
yes. I'm trying to track it back a little bit. The independent is our next stop. Yes. As House of Representatives term of continuous boycott government breaks shut down as constitutional crisis looms. Well, House Speaker Fernando Kofa looks so worried. Musa Belete is captured also on the front page of the Independent. Yes. Representative Samuel Koga of the majority bloc looking to smiling mood while Joseph Boyka is just looking ahead of the future wearing the Unity Party cap. We agree. This is what captured on the front page of the Independent grapple copy. Irish ambassador talks with LRA boss on what you can get a copy. Let's go to the back page and see what's on the back page. The back page are from the Independent. UL received painting press equipment. Okay. All right. The University of Liberia here is captured on the back page. Minister Cry expresses support to fight drugs addiction fight. It's a sub-lead story. Yeah. See, this is Minister Cooper Cries captured here on the back page from the Independent. Any the review of the Independent this morning?
The Daily Observer newspaper is next, and the banner headline, is it time for by-elections? It's a question mark article 48, and the question of legislative abandonment, where I'm seeing the entire Capitol Hill or the Capitol building capture on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper. Still on the front page, the ripple effect of financial inclusion and women's empowerment. I'm seeing a female farmer right here. LERC reviews LEC's proposed tariff changes amid or aims for transparency and stakeholder input. Liberian delegation meets MCC, U.S. Senate, and Treasury departments. Let's go to the back page. A single story on the back page. New EU Seeds for Liberia project enhances that's food security. Where I'm seeing a group of people in photograph here. It says stakeholders in a group photo after the launch of the project. That's it for the Daily Observer newspaper.
Yes, the news will tell us subcom. T5, the CEO of the Temple Fala University. With Fala subcom. What did the name say change, eh?
And the APEC.
Apex, yes. Yeah, what they change to the CEO. Will Fala subcom is a question mark. Order to preside over majority block today. Temple Fala is captured on the front page of the newspaper grapple copy. No room for corruption is a sub-lead story. Government performance system launch. President Joseph Yema Boyka is captured here on the front page of the news. Let's go to the back page. Pushing for gender priority at 86. Helen Johnson calls for active women political involvement. Ellen Johnson is also here on the back page here. That's ending the review there from. Well.
Yes,
The news, the front page.
yes, so let me
Yes.
just do
Okay.
the front page as the last one from my end. On the front page of the front page Africa newspaper, it said executive branch partners recognize Fonati Kofa as House Speaker amid majority blocks legitimacy claim still holding the gavel. It's big airline still holding the gavel. Executive branch partners recognize Funati Kofa as House Speaker despite fight to remove him by his colleagues. Still on the front page, potential hardship. Leaked memo shows armed forces of Liberia High Command apologizing to soldiers over delay in salary disbursement. Where I'm seeing soldiers on the front page of the front page Africa newspaper. And finally, on healthy increment, Senate Committee on Hydrocarbon seeks clarity on LERC's latest tariff increment where I'm seeing Money Captain and I'm seeing Senator Edwin Snow on the front page Africa newspaper.
Yes, the front page of the front page Africa. Yes, if these stories are interesting, all you have to do, just get on, okay, and grab a copy of these papers, right?
Mhm.
We'll do shortly. Yeah, man. Some distraction. Anyway, good morning, folks. Good morning to the silent listeners. How you doing this morning? You don't call, you don't text. Sometimes some of you have been pushed to call, even text. Yes, the show is proudly sponsored by Orange and, of course, the Pan African Bank, Echo Bank. Yes, the biggest bank in Liberia. Put your money where your mouth is. Continue to save with Echo Bank. When you save with Echo Bank, trust me, your money is well saved and enjoy all of the big promotions within the bank. Yes, Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank. Let's get on with our first development this morning. And this have to do with, you know, I was going back a little bit, Maka. And I know, been reading this book, The Media Guide, almost trying to conclude. The Media Guide is a very good book. You asked me to present it to you if I'm done. But a lot of distraction didn't give me the full time. Yeah, to go through the book. Reading the Media Guide, close to 400 pages, you'll learn that the importance of the media that people overlook in Liberia too much. Look, the media is so powerful. The media is not there to put the government at risk or to put its people against the government. We are gatekeepers of the society. That's what we always say. Look, there are issues when we raise is the importance to help guide the country. So on Monday, my colleague and I got this claim about what is happening at K&K. K&K have been a major distributor. And I hope the newspaper, the print media can follow up as well with us. Let's help us in this fight. We're a better country. The K&K warehouse, Fwani Brothers, the two warehouses, can you imagine, have bags, rice in a tune close to 50,000 bags. The pictures and videos are still in our possession. Yesterday, we said there are some unforeseen loss, there are physical loss. In business, sometimes you lost, but the consumer should not be the one who will suffer it. Those rice that have been rebagged are not for sale. I said it should be disposed. Like I said, we should do what we said. We should throw it away. But over the years, the rice have been sold on the Liberian market. This is why when you go to the hospital today, every day we're down with typhoid, we're down with malaria. The NFU is trying to say mpox sickness and so and so and so and so on. When we raise the issue, guess what? In the warehouse, you find out, in the warehouse. This is why when you buy a rice, even when you cook, how many cups you cooking today? The old man look, I'm talking for the commoners, you're listening up. Like how you come in. The old man said, let's cook 10 cups today. The children plenty in the house now. Then when you put the rice in the pan, you see some of the rice black, some of it white. Have you noticed it, fathers? Are you noticing it or you just eating? Yeah, someone coming, they ask a pie. They ask the kid, your father can cook and say, no, me, my father will just eat. Yeah, some of us won't get and will just eat. But the mothers in the homes will know what I'm talking is true. When you put the rice in the pan, you see some of them very dirty. You have to wash it, wash it, wash it. This is the reason we're telling you today. So at K&K and Fwani Brothers, they have rebag rice. When we raise the issue, we send the pictures and videos to the Ministry of Commerce. What the Commerce date? As we speak, Commerce Ministry have a 5-inch locks. They lock the 3 warehouses at K&K and Fwani Brothers. On yesterday, we gave the Ministry of Commerce 48 hours, Maka said, right? He said in 48 hours, if you don't respond,
we'll implicate you to what is happening.
Yes. We'll say you compromise.
Yeah.
And guess what? On last night, late evening, between 7 to 8 p.m., the Ministry of Commerce responded. Yeah, we need to go.
And this is what they wrote. Ministry of Commerce and Industry responds to concerns over damaged rice. They said the Ministry of Commerce and Industry has noted with utmost concern over recent reports suggesting the presence of damaged rice involving some importers. We recognize the urgency of this matter and have launched a full investigation through our inspectorate division to examine these claims, particularly as they relate to certain importers and suppliers. The ministry's inspection teams are conducting rigorous checks to identify and remove any compromised products. And we assure the public that all findings will be promptly and transparently shared. Anyone found to be responsible for distributing expired or contaminated goods will face the appropriate punitive measures in keeping with law. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry is committed to enforcing the highest standards of consumer protection and safety. Protecting the health and welfare of the Liberian people is our foremost priority, and we are taking strong measures to enhance the capacity and effectiveness of our inspection and oversight regime. We are dedicated to holding importers, wholesalers, and retailers accountable, ensuring that only safe, high quality products reach our citizens. The ministry calls on all Liberians to join us in this effort by reporting any expired or suspicious products found in the market to our offices or through designated hotlines. Together, we can maintain a safer, healthier market for all Liberians. The ministry is unwavering in its commitment to consumer safety and will continue to work tirelessly to safeguard the quality of goods.
The Ministry of Commerce, right?
Mhm.
So
On
my
our official Facebook page.
on the official page, right? So the Ministry of Commerce, why is that you left out? We gave you the clue.
Mm.
K and K and Fuani Brothers. You're supposed to inform the public and put it in your release because you went there, you locked the place already. The Ministry of Commerce have locked, put K and Fuani Brother within your release, but that's not the issue. The moment, I'm not accusing Commerce, so if Maka and O'Neil stop on this broadcast, trust me, Liberians, right?
Mhm.
If you're bad at rest, you'll change my name from O'Neil to working Bankali. The moment we stop about this,
We'll change your name to Ali Bongo.
yeah, Ali Bongo, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, the reason why we're laughing is because this is a country. She will just last for 2-3 days and stop. The moment we start talking about illicit mining, we're talking about the real minister again. Nobody. That's that's kind of situation we find ourselves in.
Exactly. So again, we want to call the Ministry of Commerce. Like they say, they are released the inspectorate division headed by D. Dog Cooper is carrying on inspection and investigation on this report. We think that this should not be just a release to mesmerize the public
Mhm.
to say what they said. We want actual action to be taken so that the public will know exactly what happened. These different rights they are really begging. The understand maybe it's not expired, but it's false
It's
because
hard.
maybe the bed birthday in a shape or whatever that are bringing it people,
Mhm.
stepping on it and it's contaminated. It should not be, rebagged for people's consumption. So let the investigation be done, let the report come out, let it address it. People know exactly what happened. And we don't want compromise. Like I quote the issue of you will not be compromised.
Yeah.
So we cannot do everything for our own being. We always try and do the spirit, the people, if we have an outbreak in a country of any form of disease, it doesn't have to rice, different variety of rice, and we don't know where it comes from, how long it's been in the first place, and probably they are contaminated, and we allow people to eat it, we don't know what kind of disease they will be coming with.
Yeah.
So if we have any kind of outbreak here, then we'll start looking for emergency money to respond to outbreak. In the process, we may lose life and all of that. So it will place additional financial burden on the government and the state just because few people want to compromise with something that brought poor life to the country and pressure our people. I also think that was all right. Yes, let's look at the
Let's see what happens, right?
yeah.
Let me say the acting minister, for this way. He's saying acting minister of scholastic,
Scholastica,
yeah. Minister, I honestly guess that you were a little bit this terrible who started this office, who got the information. You could score a grade. When rice is been the big boss, the one is swept in the shape whatsoever, it's now for consumption. It's a loss. Sometimes business can lose, but not to give us to eat. Our people buy and eat it on the market. K&K Funny Brothers should be fine. You have the videos, you have all of the evidences. The warehouse is still locked. The moment they bust that lock, we'll show another video of you busting that lock as we close up. Librarians, we're going to hold up for 2-3 days, man. Maybe we're not going to talk about this until Tuesday. Let's challenge the Ministry of Commerce. If y'all make our President Boycott dream of this business and no business as usual, what is a reality check on that? But we're following up. Let's move on. We move? We move?
Yeah, we move.
You sure we move?
We move.
But it's serious. Let's move on to this consolidatory thing. The reason why, look, you won't believe it. You'll see maybe by tomorrow or Monday, we'll start to play some of the messages we receive about people commenting about this satellite, they recharge on a monthly basis. This thing takes away money. Like, bro, it's the only country you recharge your subscription fee for DSTV is high. Like, Brent, I'm telling you, because LTA is not fast checking the satellite provider. The satellite channels are all free. They take it and decode it. But for us to pay on a monthly subscription is very, very high. Why is it you have a 3 days free calls? 45 minutes, right?
And it is troubling that I saw that, I mean, the acting chair of the LTA
is the board chairman for
SATCOM.
SATCOM. Yes, conflict of interest. Yes, conflict. Inquiry carry that.
Yeah.
Yes. So Liberia is the only country that is very high. Your monthly recharge for SATCOM, for DSTV, for Dana site in the whole of West Africa. The other countries, Nigeria is paying $7 just doing research. Other countries have $5, $8. But we're paying $30, $45, $60. In our own houses community chair, Alpha Jones, we raised the issue. Alpha had 2 separate meetings. And up to this date, Alpha cannot bring up reports. Simon Freeman would dream of being president of Liberia. So when Simon Freeman calling press conferences to criticize government, I can be just looking at Simon and say, is he serious? You want to be president and you running the consolidatory TV, DSTV, you brought by Charles Taylor in 1997-98. You took away one local content we don't have on television. Look at this Liberian kid who signed for Sparta Prague yesterday. The boy is training on Divantier. He signed a major contract thanks to Oscar Dolly, who recommended his Liberian brother for that contract. 5 years. We don't have a local content, one on DSTV. Watch Nigeria today. Go to Nigeria. See Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, all floating on DSTV. Big Brother, this and that. Go to Ghana, the same thing. But you have a vision for Liberia. People pay millions of dollars, subscription fees. When it's raining, you don't have no control. When it's rain falling, DSTV gone blonde. SACOM gone blonde. But meanwhile, the subscription is just going on. Then who's responsible? The chair on telecommunication, Alpha met with LTA, Alpha met with Simon Freeman and team. And today you can't give us reports. The moment we stop talking about this, it goes down. That's how Liberia have been and how the country will continue to be.
Exactly. Yeah, so Onuya, I can't say much, but just to inform the committee chair on telecommunications that he has an obligation to the Liberian public to ensure that he brings out update concerning the meetings, assessment, and investigation he's been conducting as head of the committee to the Liberian people. You know, you mentioned about the Vantier's contract with Slavia. Normally, if maybe we have a channel here broadcasting our local leagues, there will be, I mean, people will start using our channel to scout for players in Liberia. Yeah, and that will add up to the value of our leagues. And before you look, I mean, we have talents here. We have talents here, but again, how do we showcase? Scouts will always have to come from all of the country to come here. So now they come for 3 weeks, a month, they look around. So, but if you consistently have a channel where you are following the league, you can follow one player for 1 year. The following year, you can come for the player and say, yes, this player is consistent. Yes. Okay. So, in different ways, our music, I mean, our tourist attraction across the country, I mean, this is very necessary. And Albert Jones, you have an obligation to the Liberian public. So let me just say that.
Yeah, some of you try to be on committee. Oh, don't put me on the committee. And I will some of the guys probably come
When
back
they
for that.
when they
Put your own committee now.
Mhm.
Go ahead with that thing you're saying. When they put your
Yeah, when they put it on the committee, they use the committee now to solicit things for themselves. Even though I'm not accusing, but I'm just saying.
yeah, because
You
when
know,
you not come out,
Because
that's
when
it.
come out, people will start to speculate that, oh, in fact, as we are speaking now, some people are believing that you went and the committee held meeting with
Simon
the
Freeman.
consolidated
Uh-huh,
group,
uh-huh.
and maybe there was an exchange of brown envelopes, so you came and just forget you didn't want to say anything to the public again. So that means that issue is compromised, so you are done with it. So that's why we always tell you, the public officials, that when there are issues that concern the public, always give the public update, give them information that they can use. If you don't do so, they will create their own information that they will use against you. And at the end of the day, you will say, oh, Liberian people can just accuse people. They can just accuse people. But you are setting on the information. Provide the information.
What did this DSTV told you? Because when we raised the issue, Eugene Fagon, the LPS Director General, he picked it up. Going Fagon he was quoting us because it's relevant.
Fagon said he has kept quiet.
Yeah, he kept quiet. Fagon too kept quiet. I don't know. Something's going on.
He the chairman Albert Jones' shoes now.
Yeah, I look like Kamara. What's the LTA? Kamara
yes.
too. You know, he's a board chair of SACOM too. I mean, what's going on?
But how will he be SACOM to order?
Yeah, you can be
And
SACOM
that's the
to order.
complete part of it.
Yeah, the board chair.
You can be board chair, you bring your own institution to order.
Yeah,
So-
Tifa got trucks to we're closer to that.
You can be wasn't closer to
Good country. Netflix is rechargeable for $12. Can you imagine? Netflix, just Netflix. Do you know how many raw movies, first class movies on Netflix? But we recharge you on a high expense. Who to bring these people? LTA should even, in fact, have LTA technician ever pass through and inspect SATCOM, DSTV, even have screwdriver to go and pass through and see? I mean, I'll tell you why LTA just laptop, computers, and things. These channels are all free channels. They are all free satellite channels. But guess what? They are being encoded by SATCOM. So in order to stream from there, you must pay. The ordinary librarians are the ones who are paying. Those who of you operate video.
$36 for Compact Plus DSTV.
Yes. $36. Do you know? Let's move on, man. Yes, we'll get the lines activated. Your crowd for too much appointment for committee. Your appointment on the committee, oh. I want to run a committee. Oh. They put you on a committee now. You can come out with a report.
Yeah, so we open the lines, right?
Yeah, the Council of Churches, quickly. For me, I think the Council of Churches, you need to do more. The Council of Churches. Look, the Council of Churches.
You know, Onu, I know you talk about the Council of Churches, but just in a minute, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed in the Liberian public when it comes to this entire saga at the level of the House of Representatives. People have attached huge sentiments and bias to the matter. You listen to some Liberian people, they do not want to discuss or for this issue to be addressed holistically. So they have placed the majority bloc in a position of being on the defensive. That's what you have done. Members of the public, listen to me this morning. You have placed members of the majority bloc on the defensive. But we're going to say much until Vendela comes, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. But you have placed the majority bloc on the defensive. You being, let me say for a fact, you being insultive towards them. You describe them different ways. So you place them on the defensive. To even come on the negotiation table, whether with the Council of Churches, whether with the Senate committee set up to investigate, they will always be on the defensive. They will not agree to dialogue or discussions. You understand? Because what you have done is that you have not given credence. You have not given credence to their claims as enshrined in the resolution that they signed. Treat them on a legal basis of whether they are proceeding the right way, and also treat their resolution fairly. And then that means you are giving them the ground to know that they too are humans. Their claims that they are putting forth are genuine. But we have taken sentiment over this whole discussion. As soon as you open the lines, people will not discuss the merit of the issue. They will just go straight to, oh, why people go to RLJ? Why people? In fact, the matter of fact, if RCI gave me my pay here, if I like, I can carry to do whatever I go dump it there. That's my salary. I work for it. That's my money. So the people will tell you that the money I use at RLJ is my salary. So I do what I want to do with my salary. So these are not the core issue we're supposed to be talking about. It doesn't matter where they came during the speakership election. The now speaker took the group of people to Farmington and lodge them. What did he say about it? If you say, okay, but after you are campaigning at your own money. Now, what do you say to the claim by the majority bloc that when you are deputy speaker, he overspend the money they put in the budget for him? How can you now critically think that maybe some of the money that are overly used that one you used to go campaign for the speaker election? So some of these things we should discuss the thing holistic and take out the sentiment from it. Let's take out the sentiment and look at the merit of the issue. Let's look at the constitutional or legal means of removing the speaker, and let's also give attention to the claims of the majority bloc in their resolution. So let's be fair to all sides.
Yes, great. Let's
We
be
can't
fair.
be demonizing them.
Okay, so I was just talking about the Council of Churches, and I think the swift interaction, I think, is a little bit belated because all effort they tried yesterday proof. I mean, they didn't come up through the Council of Churches. Look, the Council of Churches also been bullied on the social media as well. So the issue of gay ratings started, they are not speaking to it. So I mean, this is the kind of country because all these people go to church. These are some of your members. Go to the mosque. These are some of your members. So our religious community, we need to stand up and speak to every issue. Will not be selective. Yes. So I'm hearing that the deputy speaker is expected to honor the majority bloc today.
Yeah, but he wrote them down.
Yeah.
He wrote into several communications, and he responded and saying,
yeah, but for my issue, as you go through this, right? For my issue, I'm so disappointed with the majority bloc in a sense that, look, I mean, my disappointment have to do with then campaign. Look, if you want to move Kofa, you go through the legal way. You go up and calm down. It should be the legal way. Look, to stay at a hotel, what even your national team? Do you know that Lone Star, they even travel for Equatorial Guinea to Monrovia, they have to credit ticket to pay. Look, like people just you listen up. Some of these lawmakers who are at the RLJ, you haven't even seen them. But they have an objective to just remove one person. Do you know how much they spend at night? Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, let's see who get some calls up. Yes,
Okay,
yeah, let's get calls up. But again, there should be, like Ellen Johnson said on her birthday, look, you should make what? You make
law and
laws, not noise. Some of you are disappear from your district. Someone's looking for just $1. Look, for me, I'm better with these guys than at the RLJ. We'll like it on that. Stop playing that camping ground. yeah, national team going to camp. One person in front to leave the camp. He spends 130, 175 just a day. Calculate that amount of money. Some of you are not even visible just to remove Kofa, but let you be the legal way. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's get some calls coming up on the TBS this morning. Yeah, 077-285-96.
How we together though?
We came on the scene with briefing. Yes. We just try. Yes.
Let's move.
Yeah, let's move. We move. We move. Yes, we move.
0770-202-579.
Yeah.
This line should be used by the female callers. We want to give them the opportunity to speak to national issues. 0770-202-579 and 0777-285-9661. What's going on?
Milton.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. I saw your RLJ last night.
I didn't go there, but I want to be there. I've been to RLJ, but just that I didn't win 2023. Maybe all are going to be the RLJ.
Milton, let me question you a little bit. So I don't know. Once we announce a line, you can be the first person. You can start calling from 6 o'clock in the morning to be the first call. Let me question you a little bit. Since you're into football, the money the majority block is paying at night at the RLJ, your national team credit team ticket whole day. They can worry you.
For me, it's different with you. I can't really tell whether they pay money because this is like Bureau. So that government official got some power. If possible, somebody on Monday will have a share in RLG. If possible, somebody on Monday will have a relationship with RLG. And say, German, let come and be here. They might be paying money, but it will be less. But you know, this is democracy. There is a process, a procedure. When Samuel Enders in 2018, they came they came to Farmington Hotel. That time it was President Weah who was president at that time, and they were trying to make Prophet Chima the speaker. They came 3 days to the hotel until they drove from there straight to the Capitol building. Honorable Fulani Kofa at that time wanted to be a speaker. We have Honorable Enos, he have 18 guys that used to go to him. But from the day President Weah announced and said, we will make Prophet Chima speaker, all of them escaped. They could not go there. Only Honorable Enos alone were there. And then later on, Honorable Kofa came and said, Enders were looking at doing this, so all of us, let's go to where we want to go. Now, how can they went from it down? They spent 3 days there before we came to the speaker election.
Okay.
And all about the money being spent. We need plenty in Liberia to make it right. We need to do anything. Like I said, people not going to school, people are hungry. They make that talk about health care, go to the hospital. The people lying down on the floor, they put them no bed, no they support bed and say, just put me in chair. You put me in chair and put a drip on me. She has to buy everything that you can outside you buy it. It was doing President we have we struggle to do that in SVG. It's more waste. You go to the president and accept you.
Okay.
All the medicine cost out, come in here and pay the 1 minute.
Oh.
You buy all the medicine cost out before you go buy the medicine, they can direct you to the drugstore from where you should go buy the medicine. So I think our lawmakers should go back to section and focus on these things. We understand they're staying, but let them go back and focus on the things. Thank you.
Go back to section.
Yeah.
Morning.
Go back to section.
Yeah, go back to section. It's a call for your people begging you go back. Mac, morning, Mac, think back.
Good morning with you, and good morning to my good friend and brother, my countryman, Maka David.
Morning.
This morning on you, I always listen to you guys. Every morning, you people almost like my regular breakfast in my house. I don't know how many people can eat breakfast, but Truth FM, the radio station, have been doing exceptionally well in terms of disseminating information and true information, not just information, but factual information. So, you people stay in this whole, your side in this whole saga with the two blocks in the house with Fanatic Kofa and the majority block. My brother who just traveled now, he said something very important. Have you guys calculated how much that Fanatic Kofa pay for 1 week to Farmington Hotel, which is $250 US per night?
That campaign that like own money.
And the amount of people that you hosted there to become speaker, have you guys calculated that?
Campaign time, my man. Like own money.
The first thing is that you guys never even question where Fanatic Kofa was getting that money from guys to Farmington Hotel for 1 whole week to be elected.
The political leader for a blind team, but I get money.
Just 1 minute with you, just 1 minute. And you guys have never, I don't know how many of you get to Green Crew. He is counting in his district where he.
So, Mike, if there's an issue, all for the 3 lawmakers at the RLJ, some of them in the majority are not even visible since the election. Is that what you want to talk about?
Even those who are backing Fanatic Kofa, they're not even visible in their own district. My district is Sinti.
Are you calling them to go back to section and to take leave for you?
Let them go to work today.
I'm telling you that people whom you guys are talking about, they're not visible in their own district. People who are supporting Fanatic Kofa are not also visible.
Okay. Yes, let's go. Let's do. Let's set this phone a minute. Yeah, so people will not go more than 1 minute. Yes, let's do that. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. This morning.
Morning.
Okay, thank you guys. Actually, like you said earlier, I love the to event, and you could just said it right. Chief, I don't know what I'm trying to find ourselves in. Now, you talking for politics, time for campaign. Why you President Walker doing a campaign time? Where you took the money from? Why couldn't ask me doing a campaign time? Where you took the money from? So, Kofa, we don't know Kofa. We've been, hearing about him. We are not seeing him physically. But let it breakfast be done. You use the same political mentor, you remove Eddie Carroll. You use the same political mentor, every snow, all those guys. At the end of the day, this is the same or the 7% agreement. We are still suffering. There are some areas there is no hospital. Now you go to GSK, they will tell you, say, okay, go and buy your medicine to local pharmacy. I don't know if whether the health minister have connection with local pharmacy. And you are still accurate. At the end of the day, or call other guys, they still want their pay. So if you think that you don't want this guy, fight for today. Now, why? With the election, Judge we are won, Waka, the fight for because the constitution says you have to get the one to 10. That is 50 plus 1. That's what we want about the election, the second round. So why is you guys want follow guys because it's 43 and they It's not correct. You know, to always speak the truth, and that's why maybe people want to be clear on you guys. So I'm saying it today. My representative Richard Cohn, please go back to work. I know you are very intelligent man.
Richard Kuhn, go back to work. Okay, district 11.
11.
Yeah, Richard Kuhn, go back to work. Are people crying?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to O'Neill, the afternoon man.
Good.
Macaroni, thank you so much this morning. For me, I got one recommendation for the government. Our representative on capital have not done anything this month. So they should not pay them for this month.
Okay.
But how about the 30 that always going in the military must to sit there? You think they're not working too?
No, but they go in and nothing they're doing.
Yeah, but their efforts are being undermined by the majority bloc now.
Okay. Thank you. The line is bad. Let's pick up Abel. You want Blackie? Abel, morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, thanks for having me. Look, this is a normal practice. You know they removed 2 speakers over the last 4 years. And let's face the election.
They do that legally now.
It's legally.
It's legally done.
So, let me ask you, Ebe, if you're a lawmaker of your beautiful county, Mangivi County, you live in your home for more than 10 days, this is something that you normally don't do just to remove somebody. Let's put in your shoes. How would it be like?
Your children
we elected you.
Your children will have issue while you leave the house and go spend money to go relax for 3 days.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Let's go. Amen. Morning. Morning, your life. Go ahead.
I should have been drawn to a discussion this morning, but I want to say something on the contract. Let me to say this. Okay. So I just want to caution our lawmaker this morning. If you read part 4 of the Code of Conduct that talks about constitutional civil responsibility and professionalism, section 4.4 talking about support for vulnerable and physically challenged. But maybe to just read it in 1 minute. They say all public officials and bodies of government shall fully support and effectively implement government policy improvements on affirmative action that in favor of vulnerable and physically challenged person or group, marginalized on the basis of gender, age, disability, or any other reason related to history, practice, or custom for the purpose of redressing imbalances which exist. Now, if you look in the state of Moria today, you have many vulnerable people. You have the physically impaired, women, children, older folks. They are just begging. Why this part of the code of conduct can be implemented by our lawmakers? Why they can see reason to help these people? Why they bring a program to help these people? They're coming begging you. Their parents are black. There's nothing to do.
Okay. All right. Yes, I think that's a good one. Well, maybe we're going to have him erase this up. Yes. Amen. Thank you.
My name is Joma, and I told you this morning from District 2, the district of Representative Afako Jones. You see the reason why many lawmakers always want to be equal with people because of the same issue of a conflict of interest. As I said to you, our representative from the district is the chair of the therapy. And right now, he's one person who operating a business coffee or marketing, like saying use partnership with Orange and Rooster. So when I see the issue of the meeting and fluctuating, everything Rooster and Orange come out, they have to have promotion to the program they are going for, now understand what's going on with the issue of the meeting. Look at the issue of the TFTV. You know, Apple Jones is always very happy of receiving feedback.
You don't have anything to prove that, man. Can you prove that you ever took kickback from anywhere? No, make that kind of allegation.
If I don't be silent now, you see, be silent now. All this thing and be happening. Yeah.
morning.
Good morning.
And let me say a pleasant good morning to schools of Nigerians following the show. Joining the discussion from the show. And this is the voice of Akwe Ibu Senior. A pleasant good morning also to the people's lawmaker and Obusa Assam Ability. Maka, what I'm interested in this morning is number one, it has to do with this performance management system that the president has initiated. I think it's a good call. I think it's a good thing for this country because on many several different occasions, some of us we have said before the budget is passed, at least let this line ministry and agency be able to present their performance report. With that, you know exactly how to do appropriate allocation. So I want to commend the president for such initiative. And lastly, Maka, this issue of the mpox virus that we're taking lightly. You know, Liberia, we have this tendency when something is not really a certain level, when people start to die from it, they don't take it to be serious. I want to call on Enfield this morning and the health ministry. This thing is killing people across Africa. So we shouldn't get to the point where people start to die, then our people in authority before they start to take this thing seriously.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, Master. Good morning to Roger Governor.
Morning. Go ahead.
So, KD Funny, president this morning. And only America is right. And to be a representative, you have to be elected by your people. When you shall get to Capitol building, whatever decision you take at the Capitol building is by yourself and to be in constant with the people. So I think the majority of to me is because they voted for the speaker, to remove the speaker.
Let them do it legally. Let them follow the procedures. Let them get it for the 9 number. Let them get it for the 9.
Yeah. So let
go in the chamber and test the resolution on the floor.
So by tomorrow Friday, this issue of this monthly subscription, you know, some of us recharge not for one homes every month, right? I don't know how much you pay for your DSTV monthly subscription.
That's it. 36.
36, right? Okay, 36. I pay Sacom the two. If you have 2 decoder, you pay for the $5. Liberia is the highest, and we'll continue to tell LTA something needs to be done. Nigeria for DSTV, the highest is 37 rand. That is 22.54 cents. Can you imagine this? Why are you paying 30 what? $36. Look, these are the things when you work. Look, people recharge on a monthly basis, and the chair on telecommunication. After I will continue, I know you do a majority block thing, but you have the report. You should give out this report because you quoted out in your hearing with these satellite providers. They're not doing well for us. They make millions of dollars. The thing is fighting to the extent that I'm doing research. Look at Nigeria. I'll come out with Sierra Leone, Guinea, and see how much they recharge. These channels are all free on the international space. But guess what? If I go, man, you better if I go. You started the fight, you're quiet to 1 million. You stop the whole thing. We'll raise the bar. You quoted us. What's happening? But Fred, I mean, you don't have evidence on Alpha taking kickback, but Alpha 2 don't remain silent. Yeah, let's pick a few calls up before we bring on sports. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this one. Good morning.
Good morning. Maka, and good morning to my brother, O'Neill Roberts.
Good morning.
Yeah, anyway, I'm Beto. I'm calling from the island this morning. I want to speak to my lawmaker, the lawmaker of District Number 2, Honorable Sekou Kane. Honorable Kane, please, I want you to go back and continue our work, please. The people of District Number 2 want to see you working for them. They don't want to see the kind of way that you are behaving. Please go back and work. Please go back. Please do not go and act.
Okay.
Please go back. I'm begging you, please. I'm Beto.
Sekou Kane know you. Sekou know you. Yeah, keep saying I'm Beto. Your lawmaker know you.
Hello?
The lawmaker know you. Yeah, keep saying I'm Beto.
I'm not a person that
Okay.
go around with people that much.
Okay.
So I sit by myself and I observe what's happening in my district. I also have a domicile in district number 12. I want to talk to how to call it, district number 12.
Jerry Yabo.
Honorable Yabo.
But I think your boy
I
is.
don't know the sound Yabo is taking.
I think your boy is.
Mobile, tell me what if your boy is on the minority.
I really don't know the sound.
Yeah, I think your boy is.
No, I think what the
Let's
speaker.
give the female the opportunity. Good morning.
I call 125 times.
Yeah, the line, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Firstly, let me say thank God for difficulties that continue to tell us how to live healthily. No wonder coming to 72, you get eyes. So appreciate preventive health is very important. And number 2, they've start on the DSTV business. So please, you're who is listening, send no free money other people. Communication, entertainment should be something that is affordable. We should be able to afford what we can get. We tell them Nigeria is so cheap that people from here now subscribing from Nigeria, they live right here. And finally, I want to appeal to our lawmakers. Liberia is bigger than Kofa whosoever. Be able to whatever Liberia is bigger. When it comes to peace, it takes a lot of sacrifices. I want to go religious this morning. Jesus went on that cross, he had no business. He sacrificed because he wanted to set us free with his blood. Beg you in the name of Jesus. Coming to you this morning. I don't know you. I may know some of you. I know some of you personally, but actually collectively, all of you. Go there. And when you, I think the fact that you people are doing this have brought Konate to his senses. Sometimes we just need a malika in our lives to bring us to our senses. And not actually you people are doing. We thank God, thank you for what you people are doing. I'm not backing anybody. But this is like pure. Think about it for the woman that is struggling to go and deliver. Think about a child that is not in school and sitting on a bench. And there be that transformation. I beg you. You go by my people.
Okay.
You're living, you're living there. You're living. This is like pure. You're living. You're big, man.
Man, the guys on church tried trying yesterday, man. They put it listen to the clergy people, man.
Yeah, man. Big, my people. This is like pure. All we got.
Okay.
Samuel Koga crying on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Samuel Koga.
Come
on, crying on you, man. Yeah, so someone said your boys will respect the rule of law, so he's with the Kofa block. Yeah. Anyway, yes, let's do just one more call. Don't bring us post. This is the TBS. We also see Vandela. But
good morning. Yeah. No, my guy is battle.
Good morning.
No. I mean, don't do this.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Vivian from
Okay.
my mentor, Connie Roberts, how you doing? I'm on a solid listener.
Good morning.
Yeah. So my own observation and thoughts will come the Kofa block. That just that it cannot be there no longer. If it makes certain rules to lead, SUI will be like. And I think to Kofa for his full repetition and the law of Liberia, his country, then he just gave it up. Because the other side is saying that they're not giving and they are in majority. How will you run the government like that? And he then wants a speaker, deputy speaker.
Let them follow the law.
Okay.
Okay, yes, go by the law. Respect the rule of law.
Let them follow the law.
Look, the army protects two things: the law and the constitution. Yes, respecting the rule of law is something very important. The Supreme Court hearing is on the 4th of November, and we're still following up. Let's speak with Bill Lama. Bill is on the grounds of the Capitol building. Tell us what is happening. Our reporter Bill covers the House of Representatives. Bill, you live. Good morning, live on the Breakfast Show. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill, and good morning, Magas, and good morning to Liberians. Happy to be on the show this morning.
Great. Give us a clear view. What is happening this morning on the grounds of the Capitol building?
The capital is quiet. Workers are coming in. There is presence of securities all on the both entrances of the Capitol building. And at the moment, only one representative arrived on the ground, which is Honorable Marvin Cool, which came in with his security well guarded. I don't know what all those security for or security protection for. And also on today we expect the deputy speaker is expected to honor the majority block by his excuse last Tuesday where he's supposed to appear. I mean, he's supposed to appear at and preside over the majority block, but when he didn't come and he sent a letter to of request to allow him go through some process with his lawyer, some advices from a lawyer before he enter any constitutional crisis of anything.
Okay, Bill. So, what about the same? Normally, police will be around. What are the main entries or the capital, the Universal Library and the Executive Mansion? Just describe the scene for us. Librarians, listen now.
Yeah, so there are three major entrances here. The one at the Executive Mansion, the one at the University of Liberia, and the one at the back, which is the SA2. So, security is there. When you come as a worker, you have to show your ID card. If you're a journalist, the accredited here, they will have to check the name. I mean, there's a long listing they have to check there to make sure you are accredited here before you enter. And also as a worker, you have to show an ID card
Okay.
to show that you work at the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't want to go into what happened 2 weeks ago, where partisans just enter the chamber and start to disturb and spoil properties. So there are securities mechanisms have been put in place to make sure everything is secure here at the grounds of the Capitol.
Okay. So far so good. Marvin Cole, from the Fanatic blog is the only price, only lawmaker you have seen so far.
On hand, so far he came in.
What sort of movie? Marvin is someone who's like an action man. What sort of movie you saw in with this morning?
He very always since the saga started.
Always vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there is a food or a pickup with the security and his official vehicle. So there are two cars that enter. So as soon he get down, he's very very action move, like you ready for this? Yes, we're ready for this. And the speaker was with me. I think he's just trying to protect the speaker and also his job.
Okay. Great, thank you, Bill. Bill will definitely be in touch with you. Yes, Bill Lama is our reporter at the Capitol building. Yes, so we'll bring up Vendetta Patrick right after our post. Vendetta will be in couple of minutes. This is the Breakfast Show. We want a lawmaker who will put up a communication onto President Boyka, asking that the president should cancel graduation fees. And this is something that, I mean, it affects the whole country. Every year, graduation fee keeps going up. Who's talking about it? Only the media were pushing this, that graduation fees should be canceled. And that's a communication. The LPB Senate Bureau, well-learned lawyer, a poor man lawyer wrote to His Excellency. But let's bring you post. It's a regular feature right here. The show is brought to you by Orange and, of course, Echo Bank. The Pan African Bank is proud to bring you the TBS. Let's find out what's making news in the world as post this morning. Yes, as Naomi Tapia is pretty seated to fill us on the Thursday edition of the Breakfast Show was post. Good morning to you, Naomi.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Best of Life. The Liberal Basketball Association will host the Federation of International Basketball Association FIBA Africa Women's Basketball League playoffs, the AWBL Women's Basketball Africa League equivalent from November 4th to 10th. Liberia's representatives are Invincible 11 or IE and Liberia Basketball Association Women's Category Champions Commissioners. Other participants are France Basketball Association, the FBA of Africa Coast, Basketball Official SOA of Africos, BBC Energy of Benin, Custom of Nigeria, NFM Queens Basketball of Nigeria. Following the playoffs, three teams will be selected for the final phases of the AWBL scheduled for December 6 to 15, 2024 in Dakar, Senegal. FIBA Africa Zone 3 President Saint Amandou has arrived in Monrovia to grace the occasion. Bravia Angels defeated Real Munja 2-1 on Wednesday in the LFA Women's Upper League, getting their first win. Macassian Sion was on target to help Bravia Angels secure their first win of the season. Aminat Kahindi scored the second goal for Rafia, while Jessica Chin netted the lone goal for Real Munja. Salonen International Rashidatu Kamara scored a brace for Nini Warriors to get a point against Sofomotin War Girls on March Day 3. War Girls Maroon Brown replied with a brace in the second half to halt her former club chances of securing all 3 points. Bushwa Cranes and Sion female professionals settled for a 1-all draw, while Shatter Angels defeated Ive Angels 3-0 to climax RFA Upper Women's League games. CC United and MP Anchors will meet at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium at 1 o'clock p.m. in the Liberia Football Association Second Division this Thursday. District 17 will welcome newly promoted Downtown FC at the same venue at 4 p.m., while Worogisi FC and Gompa FC will come face to face at a D12 fee this Thursday. Joint Club has defended his decision to become head of global soccer at Red Bull and explained it was difficult to take a job where everyone is happy. The German who left Liverpool at the end of last season has received a lot of criticisms for joining Red Bull, especially among fans of his former club Borussia Dortmund. In 2009, Red Bull caused controversy in German football when it took over 5th Division SSV Makran sat at a turn and turned the club into RB Leipzig. The Austrian company owns Red Bull Salzburg, New York Red Bulls, Brazilian club Red Bull Bragantino, and recently acquired a stake in Leeds United. While not technically owning RB Leipzig, it is also financing the Bundesliga team have been branded the most hated club in Germany and face regular protests by opposition fans, ranging from boycotting games to the arrest of 28 Dortmund fans for throwing cans and stones at rival supporters in 2017. Speaking on the podcast of former Germany Bayern Munich and Real Madrid midfielder Toni Kroos, clubs say you cannot make your decision depending on what reactions there will be. Cody Gakpo scored twice to help send Liverpool holders Liverpool into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup with a thrilling victory at Brighton. After a goalless and largely forgettable first half, Dutch forward Gakpo broke the deadlock a minute after the break in stunning fashion, cutting inside before launching an unstoppable drive into the back of the net. The goal sparked the game into life, and goalkeeper Václav Jaros, making his full debut for the race, made a brilliant one-handed save moments later to keep out Simon Herrera. And finally, Rue Van Nistelrooy enjoyed a winning start as Manchester United's interim manager as his side tracked Leicester to reach the Carabao Cup quarterfinals 2 days after Van Nistelrooy was appointed as stay-in following the dismissal of Eric Ten Hag. His pre-match demand for entertainment was met in full. Casemiro started the fun with a sensational long-range strike, and by halftime, the Brazilian had another as he followed up an initial header that bounced off both posts by driving home for 8 yards. In between those efforts, Alessandro fired home his 5th goal of the season, and skipper Bruno Fernandes' free kick deflected in off Leicester fullback James Justin, but in front of Zaire Ferguson back at Old Trafford for the first time since being told he was being stripped of his PA ambassadorial role and United power brokers who are aiming to replace Tin High with sporting boss Robin, the host always had an element of control. Fernandez added a fifth on 59 minutes when he took maximum advantage of Caleb O'Collick's underhit back pass. United will travel to face Tottenham in the quarterfinals with that tie lined up for a week commencing 16 December. That's all from our sports desk.
Yes, no, anytime here with sports, a regular feature right here on the Food Break Show.
Yes, for now that Patrick already in studio, but let's get for our break from our sponsors. We'll come back. We'll bring on Fadela Patrick live on the last segment of from the TBS. And so talk on till 10 o'clock this morning. Don't go away.
Touch it. Don't have one like a rubber. Shit. I eat it every day. So you want my mother to be rap. It's some my piggy. It's going top. Tell only you did up on it. It got wet.
Supercharge your connection, embrace the thrill. Unleash the power. It's a turbo deal. Orange new data offers. Enjoy daily, weekly, and monthly offers from 50 cents to $25. Data Turbo Pack is here. Data that has more weight. Dial star 352 hash to subscribe. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Airtime, what happened to you so? Today, I worry. Oh, I need to pay my dollar school fee first thing tomorrow morning. And today is Sunday. I finished out there 1 cent.
But there's no problem there at all. It's possible you can still pay it tomorrow.
No, that thing you are not level. I'm not joking. If you can't hear me, tell me alone.
Yeah, I can help you. Oh. Let me ask you, have you heard about EcoBank money emergency number?
You say what? Just leave me alone. I'm telling you, I need to pay my money tomorrow morning first thing. And then be open way 9 o'clock. They can't help me.
But you're not even going to the bank, Tano. All you have to do is to dial star 326 hash and request for 50% of your salary. You will pay EcoBank back within 30 days, and the interest are only 3%. The money will be sent to your account in a minute, and you can use your ATM card to withdraw it from any EcoBank ATM.
Salame, you mean I'll get a CD?
Oh, yes, instantly. I mean, in a minute. But to you, EcoBank that baby.
I say so.
Oh, I beg you, yeah. EcoBank can make things happen sharp. For any money emergency, just dial star 326 hash to help yourself out.
EcoBank, the Pan African Bank.
It was just to tease you a little bit before we set up with Fandela Patrick. Respect. Oh, man. Respect the rule of law. One thing I love reggae music, it never goes old because of the message in the music in the message, so decades will come and go, the music will still live. This is why those who are in the ghettos, those who are in the slum, when listening to reggae music, they feel the life is into the music, the music just says everything, just give a clear reflection of themselves into what has been sung, respect. It's a nice song from Lucky Dube. Vandala Patrick is our guest coming up on this last segment right now on the Truth Breakfast Show, 96.1, 21 minutes down, 9 o'clock. My name is O'Neill, along with Maka this morning. Well, from there, I think it's all set, good to go. Yes, yes. Let's link up. Let's get the music away and bring on Fandela Patrick, former senatorial candidate for Magibi County, a son of Magibi, a son of the Tapwa. Yeah, how much he's been following up. Fandela, good morning. Welcome to the TBS. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. It's good to be on your platform this morning. I think somebody have to work on the mark.
It's
This
a
You need
morning,
an
earphone.
earphone?
Are you hearing us, Joseph?
I think
You should not be
the
happy.
earpiece is
The headphone.
is
Yes.
is not
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
please try
But
to change.
Yes.
it's good to be here
But
this morning. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
yeah, but
Maybe the headphones says
you're hearing us.
Yeah, but
Okay.
the headphone has a problem.
You're hearing us, right?
Not too clear.
So we don't want you to miss out some of the questions we'll be asking. So yeah, let's hold.
a little bit. Yes.
No, what I'm
Okay.
saying, you have to work on the ear.
That's not an issue. But
Now are you getting us?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, that's good.
The good Fidel Patrick, man. This is the guy. Yeah, who is that? You're a friend of crazy Fidel. How you doing? It's been a while. What's going on?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. It's always good to be back in the country. And since we came back, like I said before, our return to Liberia was not about anything. We left from here to go pursue higher education. We came back, and it's good to be back. Since 2022, trying to see, readjust and helping to build this country in different sectors. I'm very happy that I am here contributing towards national development through policy prescription, supporting our young people, training, impacting their lives, and trying to give back to the country. So I'm very happy being here on your platform again. And thank you to the True FM family for always giving us the opportunity to speak on critical national issues and advance recommendations to our leaders so that they can act in the best interest of the country.
Do you still have ambition to run in elections in the future, or you have retired from politics like you?
Oh no, I'm not going to retire. I was not just in the political process like people say, oh, the man can't test the water. No, I never test the water. I always like to get in. And of course, the future is okay for all of us. We are very optimistic of a better political future. I think our people in Magibi, they made a serious political accident, and some of them, they are regretting on some of the actions they carried out during the elections. Interestingly, I've gone by to tell them I thank you. And their son, maybe they did not believe me the first time, people say, oh, the man, you're going to try a lawyer, you go by in the US. Even as I speak to you, some people still believe that I'm in the US. But I'm happy that the political future of all of us, specifically me, is bright. And of course, I will continue to remain engaged in the political process of this country.
Great. Yeah, so Fidela, I mean, let's go to what is trending now in the country. We didn't see this coming, but these are things that don't want to happen. Well, there's two blocks thing. The majority block, those who want the speakers to remain, what's your take on it? I mean, this is now become a
it's
major
important.
concern of all the country.
O'Neill, let us not consider a group of people or groups of individuals sitting somewhere as a majority. That is not majority. And let's get that very clear. No. Let's get this clear. So legally, if they were conducting themselves in line with the rule of law, you can classify them to be majority. But under these atmosphere that we are seeing, that is not majority. They are in contravention of the Constitution. Article 49 states clearly.
Just take a time, but wait till legally.
No, legally, it's like they decide, no, you can, their actions are not legitimate in the majority. Say the president, you are a media practitioner. What policy they have recommended to the government? It's not going to go into the archives of the House of Representatives that for the past 2 weeks they have been sitting somewhere. All their transactions is going to be, it's going to be legitimized. It's not going to be legitimized because they are sitting. It's illegal. You understand? So I see people, majority block. In the first place, they do not have a speaker. They don't have a deputy speaker. They have decided to subvert and contravene the constitution of the Republic of Liberia. We elected them and said, look, we put them there. They should be working at our will and pleasure. We are their employer. They are our employees. But they have chosen not to go to work.
Some will argue they have a resolution. I mean, there are several counts.
Of course.
Maybe that could be taken look into consideration.
Hey, the law is the law. And like I always say, I see many of our brothers who are very oblivious of constitutional practices in this country. And I don't blame them. Because Article 10 of our Constitution states clearly that the Constitution shall be taught in all institutions of learning in this country, at which many of us, while I had the time to do civics in school, and though it gave me the opportunity to understand the Constitution in totality. Though I'm not a legal expert, but no one will tell me that I don't know Article 1, what it says on certain provisions in the Constitution. But again, it's not constitutional. It has to be very clear. There are processes. A resolution is an allegation. It's like I come here, I say, O'Neill Rabble took my chicken in my community. So everybody should believe, yeah, O'Neill Rabble is so and so. No, it has to be proven. You see, when the common man is taken to court, they don't even have lawyer. They will allow the court. There is something in the court they call the public defender to defend the right of that individual. So resolution is an allegation. I'm not saying that everything the lawmakers mention in their resolution is a false thing or is true. I don't know. But give the speaker the opportunity to defend himself. Under our law, an individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty. In their own law, they have due process. So Article 38, the last portion of Article 38 of our Constitution, it says clearly that in everything that you do, it should be consistent with due process. Due process, what is due process? Due process is giving somebody an opportunity to be heard. You accuse the speaker. I'm not saying all the allegation level against it. I say no. But before you can even talk about the removal of the speaker, you must have the 49. If you don't have the 49 members to sign a resolution, your sitting is illegal. You are only trying to subvert and contravene the Constitution, which is criminal in nature. And I don't think our lawmakers are proceeding in a way that suggests they are respecting the Constitution. And Rule 9, not Rule 9, Rule 11 of their own rules at the House of Representatives. It states clearly that when you take over as a sitting or elected House member, before you start to transact activities at the House of Representatives, you must take oath. O'Neill, you know why? In that oath, they took the oath to defend and protect the Constitution. The very oath they took in line with Rule 11 of their own rules.
They go against the oath.
They are going against the oath. They have violated Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution that talks about in order to remove the speaker, 49 members or two-thirds majority of the House of Representatives that sign the resolution. That is the first step. To say, Mr. Speaker, recuse yourself. We believe the allegations leveled against you or XYZ, we think you are capable, and the speaker will be allowed to recuse himself. The next thing that will follow is due process. The speaker will have to confront his colleagues as they were done in the past.
Legally.
And that is in line with Article 38, the last paragraph in Article 38 of our Constitution. It mandated them that in everything that you do, it should follow due process. So they have chosen to violate. 43 members signed a resolution. It's not 49. And they are talking about vote of no confidence. No, in law, what the law does not say cannot be utilized. There's nothing in the Constitution that says vote of no confidence. The Constitution is definite and clear. If you want to remove, remove. And make it very clear.
How are we heading as a country? And
I think we are heading backward, and I'd like to make this emphatically clear. You know, I was in Senegal a couple of days ago.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to present a state of affairs on the prevailing situation with respect to human rights, poverty, corruption in the country, and this issue of the wrangling, political wrangling at the House of Representatives came out. And it will interest you to note, O'Neill, that international partners are in possession of our constitution. They are following step by step. Don't see all these diplomatic eclipse in this country. They will not talk. They are following. If anything that is not in line with the rule of law, the only thing they are waiting now is for the Supreme Court to speak. When the Supreme Court speaks, which is the higher decision-making body in terms of our rule of law, when they rule, the final arbiter of justice, rule within this situation, and these lawmakers decide to ignore the verdict or the decision of the Supreme Court, believe me, you will hear the international community speaking on this matter. So, O'Neill, when I returned to this country, after that short break, I saw our members. Some of them, they are our good friends. And I'm very disappointed in them. Anthony Williams, Colette, Pamule. I think these are generational leaders. These are people I expected. Because these are victims of constitutional brutality in this country.
The names making mention of.
Famule from Bon County. For the family.
Okay.
Colette, David Colette from Bon County. James Colette, rather. James Colette from Bon County. Anthony Williams. Imagine a mayor who defeated a sitting speaker. And one of his campaign messages was the speaker collected bribe to subvert the will of the people of Plebo-Sodican district. He came to power, took oath in line with Rule 11 of the House of Representatives to defend the Constitution. Today, he's on the other side. I am very disappointed. And we will hold them accountable. We will rebuke them to do what is right. Make no mistake. The law is the law. If these people believe that they can contravene the Constitution, violate the rights of our people in the coming days, we will start to mobilize. As of this week, we will go from one district to another. I will start with Beansville.
So the council of churches,
tell the people, hey, listen, before you come to the council of churches and the Muslim council or whatever, we don't have to wait for these people. The citizens need to be rallied. We'll rally the citizens. We will go and explain to them what their lawmakers are doing, the way it is affecting the country. They must be aware whether they are to RLJ. Some of them, they will never afford to sleep to RLJ for more than 4 nights. My understanding is that every night they spend over $250 US. They eating chicken shawarma, they drinking liquor, they laying down, and they enjoying. Living their homes. No. You go ahead. That is not enjoyment. It's like when groups of people, imagine groups of people.
Maybe they have just one target to have the speaker removed. That's why they're camping.
No, but I think there are contradictions now. They are not saying removal anymore. They say he should resign. Read Honorable Coker's Facebook page. That yesterday he had a meeting with some members from the speaker's block, and he had a demand. And his only demand is speaker must resign. They are not talking about removal anymore because they don't have the number. And we have to undo the bad historical past. And I see people talking about, oh, Snow will remove, he will never remove. They resign. There's no record that carry the fact that Snow was removed. Snow resigned. Eletala resigned. After Yinabo, the former Senate Pro Tem resigned. Liberian, you need to get this very clear. He will never remove. He resigned. And resignation is a voluntary decision. Funati Kofa will not resign. Let me make this clear. I am not supporting Funati. I am supporting the rule of law that protects Funati. And if people think what happened under the regime or Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let's get it clear. At that time, the international community was very skeptical, and there are some things they didn't do right. They allowed the president to go with it. To go away with that. But right now, the minds of the people, they have been revolutionized. They have understood the intricate variables when it comes to constitutional protection.
So let me hold you there. I listened up to Representative Musa Belato in his podcast, and he said of no indication the feel that President Boyka have a plan and want the president to intervene. What's your take on it?
Hey,
in the time limit.
No, let me be very honest. If the president, if His Excellency Joseph Numa Boyka does not instruct, he's the standard bearer of the Unity Party. Make no mistake. He's the Unity Party standard bearer. He goes to party meeting. The Unity Party has a chairman and executive members. And those who are opting to illegally remove the speaker in violation of Article 49 to the 8 of our Constitution, most of them are from the Unity Party. It's in the best interest of our country. If Joseph Boyka wants to remain as president of this country, I think it's about time he speak to some members of the Unity Party bloc to disengage. He can speak to the standard bearer, to the chairman of the party and other hierarchy. The president does not have to make a public statement. That would be, there's no constitutional provision that says the president will intervene. Only the judiciary. When you seek the intervention of the judiciary in line with Article 26 of the Liberian Constitution, the Supreme Court will intervene. But the president, in the best interest of our country, if he wants to remain president, govern well, he has to act through a political party. You know what? If one of the branches of the House of Representatives, of the national legislature, if they are not functional, President Boyka will be governing a country that is not united. Secondly, in the absence when he took oath, we presented him 3 branches of government very functional. In less than 1 year, if one of them is not working, President Boyka lost legitimacy to govern.
Let me take it to Councilor Tewan Gongo. He had a post last night. I think a lot of posts were actually illegal, man. Lawmakers, hear this carefully. Respect for Constitution is not optional. Adherence to the Supreme Court's ruling is non-negotiable. In functional democracy, the rule of law must always take precedence over political maneuvering. What's your take on it? This is Tewan.
I think
it's kind of back and forth.
So hey, legal experts have spoken. The warnings are all over the place. President Boyka needs to sit down and rethink that where this country is going is bad. If the people argue, my political leader was clear. The rule of law, like I said to you from the inception of my presentation, whatever setting that you have, majority bloc, is unconstitutional. The law is the law. Le Musa Belete will say, Representative Musa Belete will say, the law is the law. If you want to use the law, use the law. You cannot use political method over the Constitution. And I'd like to remind all those of us who are listening, both home and abroad, the action to use political method only cannot pay political experience because you disagree with certain groups of people, it landed us into a bloody civil war. Few leaders sat in Monrovia. They stigmatized certain groups of people. And they said they will not exist. They use the political method to destroy lives. At the end of the day, it trickled a bloody civil crisis that landed us into bloodbath in this country, where young people of my age were used as instrument of destruction. They destroy lives and properties. Today, the generation of that same region is leading an advocacy for the violation of the Constitution under the canopy. We have 2 methods. If the constitutional method does not operate well, we'll use the political method. The same people that a political method was used on them, that landed on to where we are today, they are beating the drum of that same political method.
What do you
What
make?
I'm saying to you, Councillor Gonglo, is one of Liberia's most respected statesmen. I respect your decision. You call Arthur Johnson, you call any legal luminary in the country, they will tell you that the action by members of the House of Representatives to illegally remove the speaker is unconstitutional. So, and it's not the protection of Fonati Kofa. Fonati enjoys the protection of the Constitution. And this country must be governed by rule of law. You don't expect. Just recently, are we happy that the setting free of former Chief Justice Gloria Mususkau? It in the minds of the parents, the deceased family, you think they are happy? They are not happy. But the law is the law. The still United Party champion in less than 1 year. They brought that particular case to the Supreme Court. They fast tracked that case until she got freedom. Who rule is the Supreme Court. If the same Supreme Court comes out and say today, the action by members of the House of Representatives to illegally remove the speaker without getting the 49 and giving him due process is illegal, of course, we will hold them accountable. If they don't listen to us in the coming days, we will begin to mobilize, like I said, beginning this week. Beginning this week, we'll go to some lawmakers who are part of the so-called majority bloc to inform their people that want your lawmaker to disengage. They don't have the number for the 3 members. They cannot constitute what is required by law in line with Article 49 of the Liberian Constitution to remove the speaker. Only there is still a better day to remove the speaker.
So there's another critical point to this issue. They've been writing the deputy speaker, in fact, giving him an ultimatum to appear, and he legitimized their communications by responding that they should give him time to consult his lawyer. What do you make of the deputy speaker response to the group?
I think in public narrative, it's good to respect their colleagues. Even if they are marketing ignorance, it's good to treat them with respect. I think what they wrote over there, I look at the content. Honorable Thomas Fowler made it very clear that their claims, they are legitimate, but whatever they do, they should do it in line with their rules and the sacred, underscore the word sacred nature of our Constitution. No, he's not caught between the seasons. Thomas Fowler knows very well that the law is the law. Even if Thomas Fowler does not go there, make no mistake, assuming Thomas Fowler doesn't go there today, he's not going to. No, these are scare tactics. These people lost legitimacy. 2:00 a.m. today.
This morning.
I've had 5 meetings.
5.
Yes. With some members of the United States Congress.
Okay.
I held a meeting with Protect Defenders. I held a meeting with some of my colleagues, graduated from school. They are working with the European Parliament. I have sent them email with the list of lawmakers who are trying to subvert the Constitution. And I told them they should be watchful of them. Because if chaos ensue in this country, we wanted to put them on official notice.
You put it on record?
On record. Oh, yes, we do that. I just told you I came from Senegal. And these are things that we discussed. I was giving the status report.
So you send a whole resolution listed?
Oh, yes. All of them, including the video from Mr. Collins, the statement from LACC, different catalog, everything. And they were shocked. Like I said, if I'm telling you that if the Supreme Court rules, which I know the Supreme Court will uphold the rule of law, and these guys go, I am telling you the international community is going to act. And another group, the people who are mobilizing resources for the support of the war and economic crimes going in this country. I had the time to speak with one of them, a senior ranking member. And he said to me, were they not the same people that signed a resolution recently to bring up a war and economic crimes code? He's a black American. And the guy was disappointed. The international community is watching. And whatever we do here, what the guy said, he said, look, I am so disappointed. I think, according to him, he thinks the mistake that was made in the case of Cabinet Janet should not be repeated. He said, a degenerate into chaos. He went further to say, he said, your former president, Joshua, he was so unique in respecting the will of the people. By accepting a decision. No, he not say election.
Okay.
He said by accepting
decision of the
a
people.
decision that was very critical to be a door in African politics. He said, by this time we expect your country to move forward. What I said to them, that they are still adamant, they are not willing to listen to the will of the people, and today we are waiting. Where after their section, we're going to follow the happening, every single happening. At the Capitol building, we have people here, we channel all the information to them, they transmit it to international body. I say this, when Taylor used the political method, people were warning him. They said, Gange, don't do this. He did not listen. Today he's in the head. Samuel Doe used political method, he said, this is wrong. He did not listen. Today is history. We are asking our lawmakers. Nobody hates you. If you can remove nothing now because you don't have the number, we have from now to 2029. Go back to status quo and regroup. This time around camp and just finish him one time constitutionally.
Wait, so former President Ellen Johnson celebrated her birthday. She said, making laws, not noise. I mean, or statement. Now, what's your take on it? They're not making laws, they're making the noise.
So I think she's the one. I respect her decision. The message is good, but she's not the right messenger. Because under her regime, the same Unity Party, she removed Senate Pro Tem, she removed Snow, she removed Ellis Talon.
The wrong messenger?
She's a wrong messenger, but the message is good.
Message.
Yes, it's a good message.
Good message.
No, it's a good message. It's a very powerful message. But she does not have that moral credential to speak on this matter.
Okay, I mean, we're lines up 12 minutes up to 10 o'clock. As part of this government, the IRS agenda, if respecting the rule of law, let's go back to it.
No, I think
yes, respecting the rule of law.
They have not respected the rule of law. In the respect of the rule of law, what is happening now has to be taken into consideration. You see, the rule of law should not only be obeyed by the poor people. I don't think the crafters of the Constitution, they made a law that only poor men should obey the law. Every time they talk about rule of law, only poor men they expect to obey. If you are rich, you have power, you don't obey the rule of law. And I think this is endangering our democracy. It will not be in the best interest of our country. The rule of law is one of the pillars under the arrest agenda. This is why I said from day one that the rescue mission has been hijacked. Instead of it being a rescue mission to rescue our Constitution from constitutional plotters, it has now been turned as a rascal agenda. No. Hey, make no mistake. It has been hijacked.
Meaning?
No, there are a lot of things that are going on that is not reflective of the rule of law that the arrest agenda stands to benefit or give to our people. Like recently, some police officer went at nearby hotel to arrest investors who were planning to bring almost $800 million in this country to invest in agriculture to support the agenda of His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boaka. Police officer went there, harassed, and took $24,000 from investors. Today, they are walking free. The mean man, the director, the head of the department that investigate, robbery. He's walking free. The money has not been refunded. Under the arrest agenda, look at LTA. The other report that His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boaka used to suspend the commissioners that were there or appointed or George Weah. Another other report was done and booked the current chairman of the LTA, but he's not taking decision. So the rule of law should not be selective. If you use the same other report to remove other people from office, and another other report came and book your own people, then it becomes a problem. So we are encouraging this problem, or this president, to ensure that the governance sector of our country is in line with the true meaning of the arrest agenda. But they are not arresting anybody. They are allowing these people to deplete state resources, violate our constitution, and go over impunity.
Is there any evidence that the executive is behind this for the removal of the speaker? They have been
I have all reason to say the executive is behind that. You saw the letter written to the House of Representatives that there is a delay in the draft budget. They should have submitted it today, but they say they are delaying it until November, hoping that by that time there will be an unconstitutional removal of the speaker. Make no mistake, the law is the law. An attempt by anyone, individual, official or government, to ensure that the constitution is violated. Believe me, this is not a threat, but to defeat the opinion or perception of people who think what happened in the past will happen. The masses will get us. Like I said, beginning this week, we are going from one community where those lawmakers are. They are Santa Clausing, Mickey Mousing with taxpayer money at our LJ.
We should pay them for the month of October. We should pay the lawmakers for October month.
Look, hey,
like when people pay the lawmakers,
but they did not work. They did not work. Look at the doctors. Imagine the doctors, medical doctors. When I was driving yesterday going to town, I saw these people under the ring protesting for their money, for salaries. The AFL, people who protect lives and properties in this country.
Should we pay them for the month?
But why should we pay them? Why should we pay them?
I mean, one have been going, but no quorum.
No. Hey, I think we should pay people who are on the side of the law, and those so-called majority members, we should not pay them because they are the one. They don't have the number.
Yes, actually, police inspector general.
If Gregory goes there today to honor that invitation, it means he's not a public policy expert that I know. He's not a comrade of mine from the John F. Kennedy School of Government. He was told to defend the rule of law. He was taught how to run a government. If the police director dares to go and honor the illegitimacy of the House of Representatives, it means he's really upside down. It will show his level of incompetence as a police director who's supposed to know the rule of law. I'm not too sure he will honor that. Trust me, he's not going there.
Great. Mandela Patrick is our guest this morning. Let's get the lines active here, please. I mean, there are lots of people calling.
So as we activate the line, that incident you mentioned about the two police officers, we put in our news that the two were dismissed and ongoing investigation.
The B one, I'm talking about the me guy. But where's the money? Have you where's the money?
Are they three or what? You say me?
No, there are three. The one that requested 5,000, I say $1, same $. Yes, he's still in the police. He's still there. They are not being asked to restitute the money.
Okay, cool.
Follow up.
Yes. Mandela Patrick, yes, 077728596. Please, let's do a minute to call.
Yes, 077020257.
Yes. So our first person here is Ibe Black, Ibe demonstrate for Mandela. Ibe, just 1 minute, please. Yes, you go more than 1 minute, and the phone is set just for a minute. Good morning, Ibe.
Good morning. Let me greet my brother Mandela. He actually is Mandela, the former defeated senatorial candidate at the Costa. And as Mandela is attempting to mislead the public, but he needs to address that the majority of the members of the House of Representatives are illegally is unfortunate. Article 33 is the Liberian Constitution 1986 of the city of the public. You are not a member of the legislature to attempt to announce to the public the majority of the lawmakers have got the right to remove that speaker of the court. Do you know that the speaker has been accused of corruption? Do you know that? Do you know that they have been accused? This man was a professor of million and he used 8 million.
Okay. 1 minute. Yes. So, and let's I mean, the phone is still on a minute because we're going to accuse people setting calls. We won't pick up. Yes, let's do a minute. Good morning.
1 minute.
time particularly election to Tuesdays. I think it's going to be said very well, more especially when it comes to the action of our law, because pleading proof and development of this consensual representation. That is, we cannot have the opposition call for continuation of the House to take a decision. 95% people will not take it. We want to rule our own so we start our law because if they cannot get out of power and they will do it, like the start of 20 to the leader, we are rich policy. We things that before they get the new job, we are going to be
Okay. Yes, job. No.
Sorry, we
Still
can't.
can be doing this
We can't do
elsewhere.
that. We take,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, go to the team in like it's possible.
Yeah. But
Can do this, man.
let's see the thing. Good morning. Go ahead quickly.
Okay. The man say interference. You want time we need to go on an assessment, right? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, what's the interference point is interfering with the station? I don't know. Yes, but we have another frequency with that 95.9. I don't know how else you go about doing that. 95.9. So probably I don't know. We'll look at that. Good morning.
Good morning, this is Randall Yogo again from the King Green. It's true that the station of the interference, many times we struggle to get the station.
Yes, because they have another frequency 95.9. They have 96.3. I don't know how come is it. Anyway, we'll work on that.
So you can take that and look at it because people are doing great job. I hope that your program will happen on that. I'll never go to the topic quickly. Thank you this morning. Just a little bit different with you this morning. The House of Representatives, one person can win the election in our house, one person can win the state election. 179%, can refuse, one person absolutely. So what I'm trying to say is that the people in our house, everyone is independent, they have the full right to go wherever they want to go. If 43 out of 73 person voted for you, we come and say, we don't want you anymore. I think there is something that was sort of why is what I say, let them work with us and go and talk exactly what the problem for. It's also their right. So I don't want to tell you something that people are doing the wrong thing. So don't let them feel like we're jealous there. You're right.
Yes. Yeah. Let's be calls until 10. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, my cousin.
Good morning. What's your name? What's your name? What's the proof? Do you have proof to that? Okay, then we go to that thing you say. But now you get money to your
Remember what before the call.
No,
Yeah, the whole fire will get them balances.
Good morning, go ahead.
On the story been talking so loudly, and this is how in this country. So the same kind of radical media. And what I'm saying to you right now is there should be no interview with the vast majority of the people who are willing to decide that they will not work with the speaker. 43 members or 72 members say that they cannot work with you. You as an administrator should be very, very scientific. Well, what are they supporting you now? They are saying that they are not supporting you for 43. If you are over 73, 43 says, no, you cannot say that.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go back to the Capitol building quickly before we go to that. You splashing or something? I'm not gonna have waiting for you right now. Yeah, let's go back to the Capitol building and see what's unfolding quickly. Yes, Bill Lama, Bill is
Oh, that's the ring back.
yeah, the ring back too. Yeah, the ring back too. The ring back. So Bill, if you're just around, you just step away from the noise and push you on. Yeah, you try calling them back up. Maybe to bring some information. But for now, in the meantime, you must also call. Yeah, back up.
Yeah, you know,
You dishing out money.
so you know, sometimes you know, our people. You know, it is said that never make an attempt to free a slave if they don't recognize that they are in slavery. I cited to you Article 10 of our Constitution that is in violation. And many of them, they are victims. When you're speaking on issue of illegality, you have to subscribe to the rule of law. Somebody, let me here address the first concern by my dear brother, Abel Blackie. You know, Danando, the name Fadela is pronounced in Kisi as Fadela. Does not mean $1 man. It means unpredictable. Yes. But I respect his view. He's a very good friend of mine. He talks about Article 33. Yes, it's true that yes, majority can constitute quorum, but the Constitution underscore that particular thing. But there is a conjunction. But a lower number of the House of Majority, or House of Representative may compel majority members to come to section. Compel. They did not say beg. They did not say negotiate. The Constitution was emphatic when it said that, but a lower member may compel majority member to come to section. How do you compel majority members to go to section? They invoke Article 26 of our Constitution, the first paragraph. And that first paragraph made it very clear that if anyone or individual thinks that the Constitution has been contravened or violated, they can seek the intervention of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court does not go looking for cases. People go to the Supreme Court to formally complain. And that's how the Supreme Court intervene. When I hear people saying, oh, the Supreme Court, there are 3 separate branches of government, there should be no intervention whatsoever. Read Article 26, the first paragraph. The Supreme Court is mandated to intervene in cases where there is a constitutional contravention and somebody needs clarity. And that's why the Supreme Court issue a writ or prohibition to say, your calm, let me tell you, they make the law, but they want to interpret their own law. You see some of the things we're talking about in this country. You make the law, they say the executive execute. The judiciary interpret the law. So the people are saying your own man, and the reason why the Supreme Court intervened, the Funati bloc and his colleagues, they have a standing. In law, there's something they call standing. They are part of the House of Representatives. And so they sought the intervention of the Supreme Court in line with Article 26 of our Constitution. So they have issued a writ of prohibition. Hold everything, come to us, let's give you our opinion. Let me tell you our function, because they are supposed to interpret the law. But again, these same people, like I said, they are saying it's illegitimate. They are saying they are not going there. So they are preventing the function of the Supreme Court. They are also violating the function or responsibilities of the Supreme Court or the judicial branch of government. So we should treat everybody with respect. One person is saying this is part of our responsibility to interpret the law to you because one of your colleagues came to us. You have your own function that when you go into work, nobody should tell you are protected. So why is it now that the Supreme Court is asking them come to us as part of our judicial responsibility, guaranteeing under the law? They say they are not going. Are they not impeding the function of the Supreme Court? Is that how we want to build this country? Are we really taking into consideration that they are also violating the function of the Supreme Court? The law is the law. So, Abel, I want you to understand. Listen to many of your callers. None of them sat any constitutional provision. They're just talking. And it hurts me. After 14 years of civil unrest, I would have expected that this country, having experienced difficulty during the war, we will never make the mistakes of the past. It's so shameful. Like I said, we will not rest. Somebody is talking about, oh, God popular in this country. You know how many people talk more than me in this country? You know what? Who I was today? I just stood my ground. It is my dignity, it is my integrity, and the professional nature how I address issue. I don't go around taking money like people say. Where I have reached now, O'Neill, I have built my international network. I've had the time to leave from here to go to school, not on government scholarship. I did everything in this country to help people. Even when I was away, I gave back to this country. There is no government official under the UP government for 12 years that will put hand up and say, we gave this guy money to go do XYZ. None. And that's why when I speak from my heart. I don't speak from my lips. So people who talk about it, we will not rest. And let me make this clear. This is a caveat. It's not a threat.
Yeah, I've been listening to you. You have been just speaking legally.
No, but that's legal. This team borders on legality. Look, hey, O'Neill, you don't expect me. That's why I'm preparing to go to the national legislature. Because I prepared for almost 20 years to represent the people of my Gibi. To make sure that a representation of this kind in the Senate, imagine Fanala Patrick were in the Senate. And this is where I ask my brothers, the family, the Anthony William, the James Colette, to have play an independent role. To say, look, we compare our brothers to come to section and they can play a neutral role to bring the both parties together.
Close up. I mean, legally, you're speaking well, but politically, things could be stalled and the whole country could just be out of
No. That's why we are giving an opportunity to this president to govern well.
There was a submission date of the budget.
No, they have postponed it. So he has given us an indication that the north that we have heard that the executive is behind it. It has been confirmed. And so as of this week,
the speaker.
oh yeah, they said there will be a delay in the budget. So in the first place, it just showed that these people are reckless, very unserious. Very, very unserious. This action by the executive is deliberate. Make no mistake. In a country where you have competent men and women, you're supposed to deliver on time. You're working against time. You're telling all you will delay the budget. What stop you? What are the indicators? The only thing they are hoping that by November 8th, the Constitution will be violated. Speaker Kofa will resign. Kofa will not resign. If you have had in the past where Snow was made or coerced to resign, Ellis Salah was made or coerced to resign, and Asen Yinabo, former Senate Pro Tem, made to coerce and resign, Funati Kofa will never resign. He will remain the speaker until removed legitimately. So no matter what they say, oh, you know what they are saying now, political method? I don't subscribe to political method. Somebody say, oh, the man used money to win, but that was campaign time. I was defeated because they now have money.
Okay, so I mean, they are going for a break very soon. I mean, today's the 31st of October, will be in November very soon, tomorrow. And this could be a similar situation that happened with George going to resign. I mean,
I'm telling you, there's no resignation. If you ask somebody to resign, you put option before them in law. They can choose to take it or not. But in this constitution, the one your man, my dear friend, Abel Plaki Kote, Article 33 made it very clear that in an event where, let me read this, the last portion, they say, a simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business. What Abel is telling you now is that the political members, they have a quorum. That's true. But that quorum is illegitimate because they don't have a speaker. They don't have a deputy speaker. But in the absence of the speaker and the deputy speaker, according to their rule, they should elect what they call speaker pro tem. None of them in existence. Sadly, the same man who signed the resolution from my Gibi, Clarence Guy, he's the one who has been presiding. So he's the accuser, he's the prosecutor at the same time. Can you imagine? But let's go to the last portion of Article 33. But a lower number may adjourn from day to day and compel the attendance of absent members. So Phonetic Copper Block have been adjourning from day to day, and they decided to compel the absentee member, the 43 members. How do they compel the 43 member? By invoking Article 26 of the Liberian Constitution that states clearly that anyone who has a problem or with respect to a constitutional violation, they can invoke, the intervention of the Supreme Court.
So as you try to close, as you say, compel, that is the legal reliance.
Yeah, but they are compelling. Yeah, but the Constitution did not say, appreciate, you go and negotiate. You should go. No, the crafters of the Constitution, they were aware that this situation will happen. And as such, the lower number should go. They can't go beat them. They can't go fight them. They have to go to the Supreme Court in line with Article 26 to compel them. Because when the Supreme Court rules, the decision is final. You are under obligation as a Liberian citizen to obey and respect the rule of law. So therefore, these people are saying they will not go to the Supreme Court. They will not honor the decision of the Supreme Court. In fact, it's an intervention. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So they are also usurping or violating the rights of members of that judicial branch by saying we're not going to them. This is constitutional arrogance, and they need to do away with that. As I close up, we are beginning to rally people beginning tomorrow. Today, I'll be speaking to the nation. No. It's citizen action. Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution, Article 17 of our Constitution, and Article 26 of the Liberian Constitution. Our action, that's why I just told you from the beginning, we are rating our international partners. Making it aware clearly that citizens are planning to use the Constitution to compel our lawmakers to act. And like I said, if the House of Representatives is crippled with these lingering crises, the House of Senate will have 5 days to adjourn. That means President Barker will be leading a nation with only 2 branches of government. It will delegitimize the presidency, and there will be national chaos. That is why my political leader was talking about that it will lead to chaos because there are lingering constitutional crises. Look at what is happening now in Guinea. These were the same things that were happening when one person wake up and you go overthrow. The other day in Mali, how many people there in Niger, Burkina Faso? Right now, you reading the paper, the army people, they are crying, they don't have money. They have not been paid. And the lawmakers who are supposed to seek their indulgence, they are here at our LJ. Oh yeah, that's why you don't delay the men who protect lives and properties. You delay with their salary. The nurses, when you get sick, we don't already have medication in our hospital. Then nurses and doctors are protesting for salary. Then you talk about unconstitutional removal of the president.
Mobilizing people to carry them.
Oh no, we're not mobilizing. It's to sensitize them to stand up, to defend and protect the Constitution. We will go into the community, civic education, rallying the people for civic action is constitutional. Say they don't know, they refuse to teach Article 10 of our Constitution. No, we will go there in the community. First is to enlighten them about what the law says. Look at the ignorant people we're marketing here when they call. They don't know the law. Nobody started no constitutional provision. Whatever they gave them, that's why they say, oh, the people in majority. But you know how they begin majority? Are we suggesting here, one man, you can dump $10 million, you say, you're gay on the street. Go remove President Barker. Would that be justified? Is that what we're talking? We say no. Or go in the district. Somebody that you defeated, maybe they are angry. They go look for money and collect signature and pay people. They say it be removed. Is that what we're talking? The law is the law. We are asking our leaders to listen. I'm not making mob. I return in this country. I will never live in a part of this country. Like I said before, and even in the past, many of you know me, people in the media, I don't shy away from my responsibilities. Everything I do is legal. The first thing is to rally the citizens, to educate them. When they get out over there, when need be, they should know what they are there for. We don't want somebody talking about paying people. This week will be from one and will be live, so it cannot be misconstrued. We are working with media institutions and some of our partners. Look, globally, the people support actions that citizens should take to hold their leaders accountable. As long as you operate in the confines of the law, yes. And that's why I have communicated to my partners, telling them in the coming days and time, will be engaging the citizen to hold our leaders accountable. And anyone who thinks can illegally remove the speaker, I don't support Speaker or Kofa actions, all the allegation level against him. I am not saying they are zero.
Here is this we are close on go back to
section.
and then just put all those people that people should remove.
No, you don't do it like that. Even the first thing, Article 49, before you can even talk about removal, you should have the number in the House of Parliament all around the world. Numbers. You don't have the number, you don't make it. Very soon, by next week, the United States will be going to election. If you don't have the required numbers of congressmen and women, you will not be declared president of the United States. It's all over. So as I close, let me say this. I read some of your comments, and I'm very much aware. Let me say this to all of you fellow Liberians. We want you to protect the Constitution. This is going to save us. It is not about me. Funati Kofa is not an injured, but he's protected under the law. He should be given due process. He's convicted of all this crime. They should remove him, and I will voluntarily carry a truck at the Capitol building to help him remove some of his things. In fact, let me use this time to say I'm sorry for the demise of his COS. This is a woman I knew. She was so nice. I knew her from Ministry of Commerce, and people who are listening, I didn't know her from the House of Representatives. I'm sure she might have died as a result of these political wranglings. I'm saying she might have. I'm not saying it's inconclusive. So again, I want us to work in the best interest of our country, and the law is the law. We will continue to mobilize tonight or this evening. I will formally speak after making my round because I think it's still early in other parts of the country. I told them today I want to speak to the country, and I will give you a call and I will tell you where that press statement will be held. I want to work in line with our international partner to make sure that everything I do is in line with due process. Thank you.
Thank you, the voice of Mandela Patrick close us off on the Thursday edition of the Food Breakfast with wonderful said breakfast since 7:30 on the flip side of the Roman Liberia is happening then on the line at the complex. Thank you, Big Team. Yourself yeah.
They tell me the Dennis you made all your phone. Gaza boy and Gaza girl. What you're doing in a chair. Raise your hand or in the air. That gym they shape from 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 6, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. They tell me the Dennis we made all your phone. Gaza boy and Gaza girl. What you're doing in a chair. Raise your hand or in the air. That gym they shape from 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 6, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. They tell me the Dennis we made all your phone. Gaza boy and Gaza girl. What you're doing in a all your phone. Gaza boy and Gaza girl. What you're doing in a chair. Raise your hand or in the air. That gym they shape from 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 5, 6, 7 and 8. 6, 7 and 8. 7 and 8. They tell me the dinners we made are your phone. Gaza boy and Gaza girl. What you're doing in a chair. With your hand or in it.